What's up guys, welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV playthrough video. So we just completed the Alexander raid series, which was a blast, by the way. I really enjoyed that. If you didn't catch that video yet, definitely go check it out. Today we are back on MSQ as we return to Ishgard after ending the Dragonsong War in patch 3.3. A quick little recap of where we left off with that one. We went to Vraze Velgar and asked for his help in destroying his brood brother Nidhogg, who was now filled with unbridled rage against Ishgard. He put us through a trial to see if we proved worthy. Of course we did. So soon after that led us to the final battle with Nidhogg on the bridge outside Ishgard. Pretty epic spectacle as you'd expect, and a cool fight too, resulting in a weakened Einstein asking the Warrior of Light for one last favor to finish him while he had Nidhogg subdued. So in an emotional scene following that, we attempt to remove the eyes of Nidhogg from his armor, with some help from those we lost along the way, which I thought was a great addition. We fortunately succeeded and threw the eyes over the bridge into the abyss below, in effect signaling the end of the Dragonsong War. Then comes the cutscene warning of doom, except this time it wasn't quite so doom and gloom, thankfully. Einstein is back in the infirmary where we visit him as he's regaining his strength, and he ultimately relinquishes his title as Azure Dragoon. Aymeric then steps down from his archbishop duties and takes the highest seat in their House of Lords, and at his ceremony we see the newest ambassadors to Ishgard from Dravania, a sign of the renewed peace that exists between the two. During the ceremony, we get a shot of Einstein, helmet removed by the way, departing very quietly. So I wonder if we'll ever see him again. I hope we do. And with that, we finally and literally close the book on the Dragonsong War. But what would an ending like that be without, of course, some cutscenes right at the end to tease us? Lest we forget that Shadow stirs, the Warriors of Darkness, overlooking the edge of the abyss that we just disposed of the two eyes of Nidhogg, Elidibus and the Ascians scheming as always, and a sneaky pair of eavesdropping moonboots. Maybe someone we haven't seen in a little while. I guess we're gonna find out. As always, if you missed any of the previous episodes, be sure to check out the Final Fantasy playlist in the description below or by clicking up there. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. And join the Discord if you want to hang out and stay updated. But enough intro, let's jump in. Master Kives, you're come at a most excellent time. An invitation from a truly preeminent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it, but in any event, Sir Aymeric de Borel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Borel, cordially invites Master Kives to dine with him at his estate. Okay, free dinner, baby. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangements for peace conference were still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? To be honest, I'd rather not. Nah, I'll not deny it. Aymeric's a friend. I should be glad to accept. Indeed, who would not? You'll forgive me if I seem envious. I shall send word of your acceptance to Borel Manor at once. When you're ready, pray report to the Astrologicum. They will have someone escort you the rest of the way. Cool. Nice fireplace. I wonder what the dishes are. Not the food, these things, but also the food. What do we got? Oranges, broccoli, some sort of meat.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
Oh, Aymeric.
I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
Ooh. Wait, the Warrior of Light doesn't... Oh yeah, we have PTSD from What's-Her-Face. I forgot. Also, the poison chalice is probably PTSD too. What is he making? Tea? Do we trust him?
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
Yeah. Why not join me in the next? Sure. Come along, dude. That'd be fun.
Well, truth be told, when I think back on the sweeping vistas of the churning mists, I do feel some slight pangs of wanderlust.
Let's
Alas,
go, dude.
Much as I would like to accept your invitation, I fear my present duties with the House of Lords demand my undivided attention. Someday, perhaps.
Sure. Okay.
By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain.
Arky.
I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead?
It was mostly
The question
Heresvelger,
of how
right?
best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you
Right.
the greatest debt of all. And it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect.
Nice. One of us.
The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
You got it. It's what I do. There's no way this meeting can end on a positive note, right? Something's gonna happen here. Something always happens.
May I ask a personal question? Now that the dust
Sure.
has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
Well, I came to Ul'dah to get rich. So, yeah, I want to get rich.
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
Hey,
News from House Fulton.
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was
Classic.
instructed to deliver it without delay.
here we go.
Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago bearing an injured maiden.
Oh, was she perchance wearing little moon
Master
boots?
Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances.
Mm,
Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
but they don't like her chances?
You
That's
must go
not
to
good.
them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
Okay.
For every ending marks a new beginning. From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn, as did he.
So I wonder who's narrating this. No, like what character? And who is we?
Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
It is. There she is. She doesn't look that bad. She's having a nap. Okay, maybe she's a little worse for wear.
Alisaie, Alphinaud's twin sister. She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly. I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alisaie took an arrow to the shoulder.
Wow.
It was only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Oh, shit. Okay, we didn't see that part. When he saw them in Gridania, I think? Well, that's not good.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Aymeric.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood.
Okay. But she's still alive, right?
We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect.
I remember this. It was the ceremonies.
But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt.
This is the first time they've seen each other since, well, Coils, but since they had their little fight, this is the first time, I guess.
She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphinaud. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons. Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Wow. God, he's such a cool dude. Oh, jeez.
Alphinaud, is the Warrior of Light, is he with you? Don't go, there is something I must say.
I'm here.
The Warriors of Darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the Primals is but the first step in their plan.
Slaughtering the Primals. Oh yeah, because they got rid of Ravana, right? Why do they want to slaughter the Primals?
They make for Xelphatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her.
I mean, isn't that kind of good for us?
You must stop them.
Why? Didn't we try and do that, though?
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
So I wonder what their plan is. Surely they won't let her. Yes, I know. I must trust in Captain Whitecape and his chirurgeons. Did they not bring Einstein back from the very brink of death? I am uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we yet have the power to influence? So the warriors of darkness and the Ascians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning, that they might put her to the sword. Then when we first encountered them in Loth Ask Nath, when they were confronting Ravana, gods, has this been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Alphanode? There's much and more I do not understand, but I know this, primal summoning cannot be ignored. Alisaie risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril. 2. Will you accompany me to Xelphatol to help me stop the Ixal's ritual? Of course, buddy. Given that Ishgard shares a border with the Ixali homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We've been willing to suffer the Beastman's intrusions into the Kurithan lands to a point, but the summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship, Master Alphanode. The mountains of Xelphatol are not easily traversed, and this endeavour demands all haste. The gesture is most appreciated, Sir Aymeric, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland after all, and Ixali dirigibles are not to be underestimated. No, experience tells me the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it would be wiser to cross into Xelphatol by way of the mountain pass east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for a contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure you a safe passage through the mountains and escort you thence to Xelphatol. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the Ixal. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edmond. In the event Mistress Alisaie regains consciousness, we will share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe. Then let us be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead. Have you everything you require then? Excellent. The entrance to the path is north of Nadalan and due east of Camp Dragonhead. Though it is normally guarded by a score of Ixali warriors, I have been informed that House Fortompt knights have already dispatched them. The enemy's gate lies open. We need but walk through. Master Keys, Master Alphanode, as you can see, the gate is ours. Be advised that our scouts are reporting increased activity around the first mountain. Simply put, they're up to something and don't want anyone interfering. We stand ready to escort you to Xelphatol and aid you as you see fit. The enemy will be thick on the ground. Upon arriving, let us advance with care as we search for the site of the summoning ritual. If the gods are good, we should only have to contend with the Ixal. But if they're not, we may be forced to do battle with the warriors of darkness. Hopefully not. Xelphatol now accessible. Xelphatol. What was that? Fog. Alright, so we're on a mountain. What? Jesus! And we're being bombarded.
Focus. Release!
Alfie being loud again. Navel Hulok. Damn, he's got a balloon on him. Alright, we ready? I'm ready. Stand of that. Okay, what's he doing? Lift. Is he gonna go in the air? Oh, he is. Tank? Hey. Hot blast. Okay, we gotta go up. Oh shit, nice move.
House of Levier!
So sick. What are these? Destroy him.
Away with you!
Okay. 17. No, come on, Heavensward Tom Knight. Stay out of the AoE, bro. Nice. This is cool. Oh shit, we're locked in. I didn't know when that was gonna go, so I used my sprint. Alright. Oh, there's a key. Okay, key for the gate. Open the door. Oh, they didn't come with me, right? See you guys! Later! Well. Wow. They just appeared. Oh. Totally Silok. Okay, we don't want to be standing on these. I can see the spikes already. What does he got? It's like a big... It's kind of crazy. It's like a big fan. Whoa! What the shit? Oh, okay, you gotta use these. I see. So it's kind of like Ravana in that sense as well. I'm just gonna make sure I have these all behind me. Okay, he's half health. All right. Ah, my angle was off. Shit. Okay, that's kind of hard, actually. I like it, though. It's challenging. So I should be using, like, the marking on the groin. Let's see. All right, well, that was calm. Okay, Tealwind Relic. What's this? Whoa, okay. This is kind of cool. Okay. Oh, it's like a Valkyrie. Or Garuda. Oh, they're like infused with Garuda, I see. Xelphatol. All right.
Focus. Release.
All right, let's see what you got. I wonder what these things are on the edge are gonna do. Okay, green missiles. Is this just a spread? Guess so. Alright, summon Garuda. Well, that's never good. Shit. Oh, they like attack you with that. from the other side. Shit. Nice. That was fun.
So they were unable to see the ritual to its completion.
Nice.
Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Ascians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught. But we should not tarry. The knights have secured our path to safety.
Well, well. What do we have here?
Who is this?
You'd better not have killed the primal without us.
I don't know this voice. Oh. All of them. Oh. Dear God. We're outnumbered. Big time.
You!
Wait, I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
So they all have voices.
Just what
Oh,
is your
she
game?
thinks... she
Leading
thinks
us
it's
a long
Alisaie.
way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
That's funny.
Now, let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned. We arrived at the appointed hour. 'Twas they who erred.
It is hopeless. We cannot face them all.
Do mine ears deceive? A boy! So that's the way of it. Twins! You had me worried for a moment there. Know that I will happily make it quicker for you. If you just stand still.
Oh, no. Here, whoa. I'll get my boy, and we'll... You want to see who's
Enough,
better?
Jarumul. We wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary bloodshed now, would we? You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
While you were idly consorting with the Ascians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here.
Oh, yay,
You know the
reward.
tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it? Of the Great Sundering and the reflections it created?
Remind me again? Just refresh.
Across 10 and 3 they were divided. Reflections of
Right.
the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
10 and 3, yes. That would
Just so.
make 13.
One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light.
Okay. This is like another realm.
But not all worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far.
Of course, yeah.
So the Ascians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought. And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
How did they
Believe
get
what
out?
you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. the 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void.
Oh.
Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the Source. For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
What the heck is the Ardor?
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
Enough. I tire of talking. You know our cause. You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
Whoa, dude. Oh, I thought he was gonna attack us. Why are they not attacking us? They clearly have us
If there is aught you
outnumbered.
would say, say it. Otherwise, be gone. You have no friends here.
Okay, that guy just... Okay. Later. Now, that guy seems to have something. There's a little bit of doubt in that guy's mind. But yeah, so... So the 10 and 3 is like... 10 and 3 is like realms, I guess, then? Worlds or realms that have... That Hydaelyn has some sort of... So the 10 and 3 are some sort of like worlds or realms that Hydaelyn has... Gives her power to, I guess? I don't know, man. That's a lot of information to take in. So my question is, how did they get out of their world to here if their world was destroyed? How do you, like, get back a world that's already been destroyed? The Void was taken the other way, where theirs was taken by light, the Void was taken by darkness. So I guess they need some sort of, like, balance between the two, so they want to rejoin them, maybe? All things considered, we should be grateful to have survived that encounter. Do you think it could be true that to save their world, they must bring ruin to ours? No, it matters not. Such wanton destruction is beyond justification. Whatever their reasons, they must be stopped. The sacrifice, the loss, it ends here. Forgive me, this is neither the time or the place for idle introspection. The Knights can apprise Lord Edmond of our success, and we, the Lord Commander. More importantly, I should like to see if my sister's condition has improved. You may take a moment for yourself if you wish. I will be at the congregation. It brings me joy to see you safely return to us too. What news from Xelphatol? Then we are not too late. On behalf of Ishgard, I offer you my deepest thanks. As for we who remain behind, Mistress Y'shtola has been tending to Mistress Alisaie in your absence, and I am pleased to report that she has regained consciousness. That's good news. Okay, so Alisaie is not dead. That's good. I imagine you have many questions, especially given your recent encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. I know I do. Come, let me show you to her room. Do not worry, her condition is much improved. She's a resilient one, much like her brother. I don't know if that's the descriptor I'd use for Elfie, but whatever. I remember this room.
Alisaie, how are you
I
feeling?
wonder if it's still there. The helmet?
Well enough, brother. Thanks to the kindness of our hosts. When they told me you had departed for Xelphatol, I found that I could rest. The outcome seemed a mere formality, as did your safe return. Thank you, my friend.
I take it your mission was a success.
I can't see it. Well, the window's closed. Maybe it's a different room. Yes, it was a success, of course. At least I think.
As if we needed any further confirmation that they are in league with the Ascians. But to save another world? I think not.
I too thought his story fanciful at first. But it is possible there may be a kernel of truth in all of this. At the very least, none of his claims contradict the word's account.
You were following these people, Alisaie. Why?
During my
Good
travels,
question.
I had oft enjoyed tales of the Scions and their exploits. But after a time, I began to hear whispers of a gifted and theretofore unknown band of adventurers. Adventurers who had supposedly sworn to travel the realm slaying primals in the Scion's stead.
The Warriors of Darkness.
Wannabes.
And in the course of investigating these rumors, you stumbled upon the Ascians' involvement.
Yes, exactly.
Forgive me, but if these Warriors of Darkness mean to bring about another calamity, to what end do they hunt primals?
I want to know
prompt an
that too.
escalation. To deepen the beast tribe's feelings of helplessness and despair, and thereby drive them to summon ever more powerful gods. And lest we forget, these events do not occur in isolation. With their patron deities being slain left and right, the news of man's victory over Nidhogg must surely have sown panic in the minds of the beastmen. 'Tis no wonder they wish to defend themselves.
Interesting.
Power answered with greater power, death with more death. A vicious cycle fueled by fear and hatred. I know it's like all too well.
Indeed. The Ascians sow discord and desperation, and the Warriors of Darkness reap the harvest. And so it continues. Yet that is not the extent of their ambitions. The Ascian himself observed that once the powerless realize that the old gods have failed them, they will have little recourse but to look to a new one.
Zodiark.
We cannot let that happen.
It should come as no surprise, but Alisaie and I have uncovered evidence that the Ascians have been manipulating certain parties to ensure that a constant stream of crystals flows into the hands of the beast tribes.
Which parties?
If we sever these supply lines, we should at least be able to slow the escalation.
Right.
Agreed. Kral and I shall journey to Xelphatol and learn what we can of the Ixal's source.
Then I, for my part, pledge to lead a similar investigation into the origin of the Nath supply.
Sir Aymeric?
Hey, he's on our side.
As a
now.
member of the Eorzean Alliance, Ishgard is honor bound to play an active role in maintaining the security of the realm. You might also say that I have some personal motivation, given the Ascians' dealings with my father.
Oh yeah.
However, I make no secret of the fact that my knowledge of primal beings is scant at best. As such, I should be most grateful if one of your order were to assist me.
Allow me, Sir Aymeric. I have dealt with the Nath before.
Let us consult with Urianger then. Given his dedication to the study of primal beings, I should be surprised if he could not tell us something of value.
Allow me to accompany you, brother. And before you think to refuse, know that I am not the girl I once was. I shall not be a burden. You have my word.
Guys. We got over this. At the end of Coils, you guys meet up. Come on. Not this again.
But Alisaie, you... You are more than welcome. After all, it was you who set us upon this path.
I don't think she was asking permission.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave just yet. Not until you try on the new outfit I prepared for you.
Me? Or Alisaie? Okay, her, right. I was gonna say. I like my outfit. To think that the three of us plumbed the depths of the coils and confronted Bahamut himself. Had I not been there, I would struggle to believe it. Shortly after we parted ways, I heard that she had taken to the road on her own, apparently on a journey of self-discovery. Precisely where to I never learned, though I suspect that was by design. So she enjoyed hearing tales of our exploits, did she? What is that? My apologies for keeping you waiting. Ooh, I like it. Cool coat. She still got the CD player. And the moon boots, of course. Right then, shall we be off? Tatari never ceases to impress, though for a moment I feared she might furnish you with an identical outfit. Pre-12 she did not. Mother and father were rather too fond of making us wear matching clothes. Do you remember that time in the stadium when that girl of yours crept up behind me in the hall and whispered, "Sister, please, she was not my..." Can we not have this conversation in front of the Warrior of Light? So be it. Another time, perhaps. To be honest too, I wasn't planning on seeking you out just yet. When I set forth on my journey, I did so with grand ambitions. As you may recall, I promised I would not disappoint you. I pray you will forgive me if I do. I've been meaning to ask about the carriage. What the heck's the carriage? I want to know what the carriage is. Ah yes, the carriage that so fortuitously arrived to spur us away from Ul'dah after the banquet. The driver informed me that... Oh, the driver informed me that I had my sister to thank for his presence in Ul'dah. How did you know to send help? Though drunken brass blades are even less discreet than sober ones. Unfortunately, by the time I learned of the plot, it was too late to do anything more. Frankly, I'm still amazed Brent managed to find you. New garments aside, I must say that you seem different, more resolute than when we last met. You have the look of a woman who is ready to fight for the future of Eorzea. To the extent of my abilities, perhaps, but I have no delusions of grandeur. Nor will I pretend to have found myself or any such thing. I am here today because I would regret it if I weren't, that is all. Fair enough, let us depart for the waking sands then and see if Urianger can be of assistance. Okay, so we know Uri has been speaking with the Ascians and the Warrior of Light. Why? Number one, why has he been speaking to them? Number two, how have they been allowing it? And number three, why are they speaking to him? Oh yeah, the ship. So where has Ugiri been, huh? We haven't seen Ugiri in a while. Ah, it's been a long time. I remember when Tataru would just sit here and wave when I came in through the door. Good times. Urianger, apologies for calling upon you unannounced. Why, Master Alphanode? Would that the scholar had seen fit to grant me knowledge of thy coming. What bringeth thee and thine here this day? The warriors of darkness have returned. Pray allow us to explain. Let's explain it to him. I'm sure he doesn't have any idea. I guess the real test is whether he informs us. I too have heard tales in recent days of primal beings rising up only to be cast down by forces unknown. Alas, as thou didst observe, this serveth but to spur the beast tribes to pursue their goals with redoubled fervor. We have two objectives at this time: to identify and remove the source of the beast tribes' crystals, and to take direct action to prevent any further summoning rituals from reaching completion. The second is easier said than done, of course. While we were fortunate enough to learn of the Ixal's plans before they came to fruition, I should be surprised that the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians did not have similar designs elsewhere of which we have no knowledge. Thou wert wise to come hither, for this very day I did receive tidings most troubling from across the strait of Merlthor. Ogamoro stirreth, and there are whispers that the Lord of Crags neareth his return. Mere rumours, mark thou, but in light of thine own discoveries, thou canst afford to turn a deaf ear to their claims. Aye, we must ascertain the truth of the matter for ourselves. Let us consult with the Maelstrom forces stationed at Camp Overlook. Alright. Thank you for your counsel, Urianger. Pray inform us should you learn aught else. I shall. Oh yeah, she was there. Nice. Oh, let's go, Alisaie. If I may, brother, Urianger, is there anything else you would like to say? Nice. Press him. Alisaie? If not, then never mind. I only ask because you're normally rather more verbose. Nothing to add? Very well. Ere we depart, I wish to make a request. The Warriors of Darkness spoke of how the Ardur had the power to break down the barriers between planes, that our worlds might be rejoined. I would ask that you research this for us. Being nowhere near as well read as you, I'm sure I wouldn't know where to begin. Well read. I see what she's doing. That said, I have heard tell of a promising tome, the Garen Oracles. Mayhap you could start there. By thy leave. Ooh. Camp Overlook, was it? Very well. And Alisaie comes back swinging. I love it. What's up, Commander? Pirate. 7 hells. At this rate, I'll have to appeal to Maelstrom Command for reinforcements. Whatever it is, we don't want any. You know who I am? Well, fancy that. Just when my kobold problems look like coming to a head, the signs of the 7th Dawn turn up, itching to pitch in. Bloody brilliant timing is what it is. Right then, let's get into it. So our friendly neighbours in Ugamora have got much more aggressive as of late, just as you said. Matter of fact, our scouts spotted one sniffing about the stores just now, likely looking to make off with an armful of crystals. I'll be damned if I'm about to let it happen. Lend a hand and help us search the camp for the little brother, would you? Our Maelstrom friends seem notably more agitated than when we first arrived. Do you happen to know why that might be? A kobold in the camp, you say? That would appear to corroborate Urianger's information, yes. But to be so reckless as to infiltrate a Maelstrom camp and draw attention to their efforts is passing strange. Well, there will be time to think on this later. For the present, we must do everything in our power to prevent Titan summoning. And that means finding and questioning this kobold. This was a stupid plan. Stupid, stupid, stupid. But if I tell no one, then everyone will... Hey. Ah, he found me again. What to do, what to do, what to do. I come in peace only to speak. Speak. Say, talk. So please, please do not hurt me. So this is our wily kobold infiltrator, is it? No wonder the soldiers were on edge. They could very well give one a bruised knee. Huzzah, we got him. Fine work, Scions. So, little one, thought you could sneak into my camp, did you? Plotting to steal my crystals, were you? No, I came to talk, to ask for help, but when your soldiers saw me, they drew their weapons and shouted, and Sure. No, let us all take a deep breath and discuss this like civilized individuals. What is your name, child? Pikmin Gabu of the 620th Order. At least, I will be a Pikmin one day. Well met, Gabu. I'm Alphinaud, and this is my sister Alisaie. 2. The man who found you is our friend, and now that you know our names, we can be friends too. Now, Commander Blowden here thinks you wanted to take his crystals, Gabu, but you said you came to ask for help. Why to us and not to your own people? What happened, Gabu? Can you tell us? I am, No one is going to hurt you, alright? Not while we're here, I promise. The Patriarch, The Patriarch is going to summon the Great Father again, and you have to stop him, beat him, fight him, stop him. Oh. Gabu's parents said they didn't want it, along with many others. But the Patriarch wouldn't listen. He was so angry, raging, fuming, angry. He said that if they didn't have iron in their hearts, they would serve as coke for the furnace. And then the guards took my parents away, and the others away. I haven't seen any of them since. Aww. Gabu. Coke for the furnace? I did not want to believe it, but I've heard tales of foci fashioned from the bones of beastmen, which worshippers use in their rituals, hoping to summon more powerful incarnations of their gods. By the 12, that is sickening. No one listens to Gabu. No matter how much he cries, pleads, begs, cries. They do not listen, they only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praising the Great Father. Gabu loves the Great Father, but he loves his parents too, so please help Gabu stop the Patriarch and save his parents. Commander, advise the Maelstrom Command that Titan's summoning is imminent. Should the worst come to the worst, we will require their support. Time being of the essence, we 3 will attempt to infiltrate the kobold stronghold, secure their crystals, and free the prisoners. Well, if you're sure, you'll forgive me if I don't seem optimistic. We'll make ready just in case. I have faith that we may yet stop the ritual. We would surely have detected the associated etheric disturbance had Titan manifested already. But I cannot speak for the prisoners. 12 have mercy. They would even contemplate sacrificing their own flesh and blood. Brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. Time is of the essence. We must see what else Gabu knows and formulate a plan without further delay. What sort of twisted monster would consider a ritual focus a work of art, knowing full well how it was made? And we call them beastmen. I heard Great Father Titan loves crystals, cherishes, covets, loves them, and if we gather enough, he will return. That is why the Patriarch told everyone to go forth and gather them. So I was thinking, if we take all the crystals away, maybe the Great Father won't come. Very good, Gabu. I was just thinking the same thing. Do you know where these crystals are stored? I know. Oh, several spots, each defended by a different order. Gabu wanted to steal them, but he was too afraid to go alone. Yes, too afraid to go alone. But together we can take them away and hide them. Come, Gabu will lead you to the first cache. Nice. Time is short. If you have the crystals, we should move on to the next cache. Did you hear me, brother? Brother? It's just that... What? I'm quite certain that crate once bore guardian seals. Someone took great pains to remove all traces, but enough remains to make out the pattern. See for yourself. I struggle to imagine kobolds traveling to Kurthus to obtain crystals, much less bothering to conceal their origins. I suspect these crystals were smuggled into Vilbran by another party, most likely a pawn of the Ascians, as Thancred speculated. I don't understand. Who are the Ascians? Do they worship Great Father Titan too? Never you mind about that. As Alisaie said, we do not have a lot of time. Can you lead us to the next cache, Gabu? Yes, of course. Gabu knows the way. The next one is the last and is very large, very big, very huge, very large. Okay, so it's big. Come find it. What about you two? Any luck? No. Nothing, but this cannot be. Gabu saw them. Spied, spotted, saw. Think, brother, think. They must have moved them, yes? The question is where to and why? Probably for the summoning. Within Orgrimmaro, where they summoned Titan once before and mean to do so again, is the only explanation. What about Mother and Father and the others? We have to help them. And we will, Gabu, we will. Stay calm, we still have time. They have yet to call for the remaining crates, yes? If they had, then they would have found the other caches empty and sounded the alarm. Nevertheless, I believe the time for stealth has passed. We must breach the Navel and seize the remaining crystals. There is no other way to prevent Titan summoning. But first, give me your crystals that I might deliver them into Commander Bloden's custody. We dare not take them into the bowels of the mountain. Thank you. I shall deliver them to Camp Overlook for safekeeping and brief Commander Bloden on this situation. Pray go on ahead. As I recall, there is an aetheryte within Orgrimmaro mines that should deliver you to the Navel. Gabu doubtless knows the way. Wait for me there. I shall rejoin you anon. Strange, I would have thought you eager to remain in the thick of the action, but if this is what you would prefer, then Godspeed, brother. This way, this way. I take it this is the aetheryte we seek. Right then. As soon as Alphanut arrives, we go. I trust you're feeling suitably heroic. There's no telling what sort of resistance we'll face in there. Okay, we're back here. Quickly, you clouds, briskly, swiftly, quickly. I will not suffer any further delays. Yo! Lay down your arms and surrender. We have your crystals. There will be no summoning this day. Overdwellers here? But how did you... Where are my parents, Patriarch? Where are they? Oh no. Are they dead? Gabu. Mother? Father? Coke for the furnace, you monster. How could you? Aye, we are but servants of the Lord of Crags. We are his, that he may drink of our blood and partake of our flesh, that he might draw upon the strength of his children and defend them from the tyranny of the Overdwellers. No, Alisaie, not yet. I understand, Patriarch, I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate. You would do anything to protect your people. Anything to deliver them from despair, whatever it takes to ensure that those who threaten you can never do so again. But in your single-minded pursuit of this objective, you've brought suffering of your own kith and kin. You've sacrificed the lives of the very people you sought to protect. But it need not be this way, Patriarch. Renounce this bloody course. Cease your attempts to summon your god and work with us together to build a lasting peace. Another peace to be abandoned at the Overdwellers' convenience. Oathbreakers, all of you, liars, betrayers, oathbreakers. You take and you take and you take, and when you've had your fill, you sue for peace. You promise that this time is the last until you grow hungry again. And when we dare to defend ourselves, you declare that this beast tribe cannot be suffered to live, that our god drains the land of ether. and brings naught but suffering, death, destruction, suffering upon us all. I will hear no more lies from you and yours, Overdweller. You've ruined your own lands, you will not ruin ours. I said I'd come for you and I did. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Say something, please. Please. Aww. Please. Okay. Titan's heart. Are we gonna have to take him down again? Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up! There he is. Uh-oh. This was not what they intended. 7 hells. Okay, Merle. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Gabu, no! Alphino, leave him to me. Carbuncle, nice. We must away. Oh, I wanted to fight him. By the 12, how could I be so foolish? I should have known better than to let Gabu accompany us, given what we were like to find. His anguish and despair have served to birth a primal, just as surely as would the supplications of the faithful. Worse, being born of such tumultuous emotion, this incarnation of Titan seems incapable of naught but violence. If we have one cause for optimism, it is that while many crystals were present, they represented but a fraction of the quality intended for the summoning ritual, meaning that Titan must be far weaker than planned. Be that as it may, he is yet a primal, and the longer we leave him to bleed the land of Ether, the stronger he will grow. And should Titan be permitted to leave Ogumoro, more lives will be lost, the Maelstrom will rally their troops, and the cycle will continue. 2. You know what must be done. Will you face the Lord of Crags once more? Thank you, my friend. Alisaie and I will tend to Gabu. When you've finished with the primal, look for us in Camp Overlook. We will be expecting you. Wait, why did I watch that? I'm an idiot. Look at those lovely portraits. Okay, this is so weird because I don't have any of the things yet. I only have 2 songs. Alright. And I don't have my iron jaw. Ah, shit, I got hit. Oh, I didn't. Edge. Those are kind of fast, actually. Bomb boulder. Okay, we gotta go to the inside, right? And then we gotta go to the outside. All right. Oh no, they were outside the thing. I saw that in slow-mo. So it feels so weird not having a song up. Okay, there's been a few deaths here. I suppose they're probably new. Oh shit, did I run back into that? I'm an idiot. Okay, bomb boulders. Where do we go with these? So we go to that here. Shit, I got hit by that. Wait, what? At least the music's good. Oh shit, we have that. I didn't see that. Okay, done. These bombs are kind of tricky. Ah, there he is. Did I not tell you it would return safe and sound? The deed is done then, Titan is no more? For now. Good, there's been enough tragedy this day. He's been like that since he regained consciousness. We believe he can hear us, but he's made no attempt to respond. He's almost certainly still in shock, but we cannot discount the possibility that he succumbed to the Primal's influence. Should that prove to be the case, we gotta deal with him. He must be put to death like any other thrall. Such is the Alliance's policy, yes? You have the right of it, but we must not rush to conclusions. After all, we once feared that Azael's followers were beyond reason, and many have since laid down their arms and accepted Ishgard's peace. We can but watch, wait and pray. You know, I kind of like having Alisaie around, just, I don't know. There is not to be gained from dwelling on an eventuality over which we have no control, much less one which may never even come to pass. Let us tend to more immediate matters, informing Commander Bloden of Titan's demise, for example. You may be certain that he will be glad of the news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? Ah, you're a sight for sore eyes. When the others came back without you, I feared the worst, but they said you had matters well in hand. All settled then, is it? I'm glad to hear it, but not half as glad as my men will be. Regardless of whether or not he was summoned properly, a primal's a primal, and there ain't a soul in the maelstrom that hasn't lost a friend to one. Don't get me wrong, we were all prepared to do our part, but we weren't so naive as to think we'd live to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that, which, my friend, sounds to me like a cause for celebration. Now, I know you have a lot of places to be, but why not stay the night? We'd be honoured to raise a glass to the triumphant return of Titan's being. Ah, cozy.
Who goes there?
Hey.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp. He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas. It's so quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences, yet my heart aches more than ever.
It's life.
I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness, I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me. But when Grandfather revealed the whole truth of the calamity to us, I finally understood. And I resolved there and then to continue his legacy in my own way.
I'm curious what the line is there if you haven't done coils.
My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve and of the people whose actions I could not understand. There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save. I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled grandfather's words to my father, years ago, before he left Charlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing.
Right. A good saying.
We have to try, do we not? Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the Warriors of Darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger, of you.
Me?
Oh, pray forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard.
I travelled far and wide with two companions, Einstein and Azael, who were very... I'm guessing interruption?
Gods!
Oh,
They
it's
must have
just
been
like
at each other's throats from dawn till dusk.
Continues the story.
I dare say you managed to keep the peace, though. Merely being in the presence of the Warrior of Light is surely enough to shame anyone into behaving.
Ha!
The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, Warrior of Light. As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on, for the sake of those we hold dear.
On the other side of the coin. Oh, he has a crystal too. Okay, so this guy had some reservations.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the Mother?
Every tool has its purpose. Even this. Well, what is it?
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
Good.
What did the man in white have to say?
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scions' thoughts. And thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
So is he like their Uri?
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
Old friends?
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation. Shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Ascians alone. With thine own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all-too-delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
Interesting.
Very well. Draw him out. We'll make it quick.
It shall be done. What good a creed one cannot uphold? What hurts soothed? What lives saved? Oh, hapless fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands? Minfilia, my friends, I shall not now beg your forgiveness.
Mother, it is Uri. It's literally Uri. What are you doing, bro? Wow.
Full deeply though it paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path. As Moonbreeder remains steadfast, so too shall I.
Why? Bro. Oh no. Oh no. Why? Why he do this? What ho to? I trust you a good night's rest. I was but this moment speaking with Thancred and Ashtola via Link Pearl. They had some interesting news to share. Apparently during the course of their respective investigations, both came across crates which had once borne Ishgardian seals. It would seem that someone in the capital has been very busy indeed. Accordingly, the Temple Knights have launched a full-scale investigation. Sir Aymeric believes that it is only a matter of time before the culprits are found, but we shall have to wait and see. In the meantime, it seems only prudent to look into the recent activities of the other tribes in case they too are flush with Ishgardian crystals. And with that in mind, I suggest we pay Urianger another... Wait, where is Alisaie? She was here a moment ago with Gabu. I like those little sections with Alisaie too. You could definitely tell from the coil stuff that she was like a character with a very pure heart. Let me guess, it's time to leave, isn't it? My apologies for disappearing again. If it is any consolation, I've already packed my things. How is she? Brother, Commander Bloden, something tells me you're not solely here out of concern for his welfare. But to answer your question, there's been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure if he slept. If he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with that same expression on his face. Oh. You will look after him, won't you, Commander? And treat him with every kindness? He's still in there, I know it. Beneath the anguish and the despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given that chance. Until he comes back to us. Until we know for certain what has become of him. Aye, you needn't worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the better part of the crystals, this could have turned out a damn sight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, and nor will Maelstrom Command. That's nice. I'm so sorry, Gabu. I truly am. You should have never been made to, and I know I cannot possibly understand. Mayhap there is nothing I can do or say. Pain, the anger, the helplessness. Hold fast to the memories of better times, remember them as they were. And when it hurts so much, your heart feels fit to burst, let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with your love for them, and never ever forget. Come along, little one. I will remember them, and you, Alisaie. Good luck. Thank you. Aww. He spoke. Have faith, sister. Your words have reached him. In time he will recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes. 1,000 times over, aye. There will be a reckoning. Okay. Shit. We have heard the glad tidings from Ogamoro, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, the people of Limsa Lominsa may rest easy. I should like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting, we did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friend to dispatch him before the Warriors of Darkness can make matters worse. 'Twas by no means an unmitigated success, but it will have to suffice. Then let us speak of another matter, one which weigheth heavy on my lady's mind. As thou didst request, I sought out the Garen oracles, that we might better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defieth any single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture, one of worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every umbral calamity. 7 times have they succeeded, and 10 of 3. Only 6 worlds remain. Oh. Aye, all is as my lady Minfilia spake unto thee. As for what becometh of these reflections when they and the source are rejoined, frail flesh undone in umbral fires, each soul surrendereth to her call, to flow unto the endless sea, there to endure as one and none. Then if the Warriors of Darkness succeed, everyone in their world will die. In essence, aye. The verse speaketh of the renunciation of the flesh and the subsequent return to the life stream. However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternative, for if the first were to fall to transcendent light in the manner the Warriors of Darkness described, it would give way unto a void wherein none may know either life or death. Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life, the essence of a soul which returneth unto the source may be born anew. Saved, such at least is their belief, I surmise. Okay? If that is true then, gods, no one should ever have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on this subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. It would seem that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered into the hands of certain Alamegan parties. Alamegans? Strange. Oh, you know who's an Alamigo? The 2 remaining Scions. I wonder if they have anything to do with it. Alamegans, strange. And you believe this to be the work of the same Ishgardian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes? I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. And lest I wonder at their motive, I would remind you that the Ascians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Ralgar. The individuals who took receipt of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Alamegan liberation. It may also interest thee to know that their Ishgardian suppliers appear to be none other than the remnants of Aline Raoul's, I can't remember how you say her name, of Aline Raoul's network of spies. Surely you jest, and yet it is not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Ascians, assuming they even know or care who their new employers are. All of which is relevant. Forgive me, we must seek out the resistance group which received the crystals without delay. 2, Alisaie, will you come with me to Little Alamigo? Oh. Yes, of course. I should like to hear what they have to say for themselves firsthand. She does not trust Uri, and for good reason. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. You sure of that, Uri? Alphanode, Alisaie too? Are you 3 listening? Good, I have tidings. The Temple Knights raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded a cursory interrogation. Yeah, we all know what that looks like with Thancred. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation that they were in the employ of, and I hope you're sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them, and the crystals too. What few remained, aye. Regrettably, it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. It was bound for Little Alamigo, we are told, where it would be received by members of a local resistance group. Since Sir Aymeric's men no longer have need of my services, I have a mind to head that way. As do we, by happy coincidence. We learned of the shipments but a few moments ago. And there I was thinking that I might finally be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and his little helpers. Wait a moment, there's more, and I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Ishgardian smugglers was formerly in the employ of Aline Raoul, the infamous Ivy herself. Holy shit, Thancred. Once again, Thancred, I fear I must inform you that... Thancred, with whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact Ashtola next, but is there someone else who would have me notify first? Is this the setup? No, there isn't. God, she's smart. Holy shit. Alisaie has a brain the size of fucking Mars. What in the world has gotten into her? It's twice now that we have sought Urianger's aid, and twice she has treated him as if he were a stranger. The Archon was one of Grandfather's most dedicated pupils, and spent as much time at the Leveler estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter. Later though, little Alamigo awaits. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, it really helps with the algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new upload. Also, follow me on Twitch if you haven't yet. All the links are in the description below. Come say hi, hang out during streams. I hope to see some of you guys over there. Anyway, peace.